At this time, you are being very particular about who you share your energy and time with, especially when it comes to dating and relationships, okay? Whoever this message is for, you are being very particular with the type of people that you give your time, space, energy with, because you're done making the same mistakes over and over. You can have multiple people that is into you. You have a lot of options, but you're doing things a different way this time. Okay? Someone here is really vetting properly when it comes to this dating because you're tired of the same shit. It almost feels like you keep meeting the same demon in different bodies and you're sick of it. You're sick of it. So now you're handling things differently. For some reason, I'm feeling like your roster, not even that you have a roster, but your options are increasing. You may not have anybody on your roster, but you just have many, many options that will love to be included on your roster. Your options are increasing. Okay, you can be increasing in your job, in your workplace. Okay, you could be becoming more popular. So this could be why more people are seeing you, noticing you. This is why your options are many. Okay, your options were few back then, but not no more. And I'm getting, because you have a lot of options, you want to make sure that you really are vetting these people properly so that you choose the right ones. Even if some of these people end up being like work partners or whatever like that, or just really close friends, it's like you want to place people in their correct categories. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting like this is things that you were trying to do in the past, like when you knew that it wasn't a spark connection and they were just a cool person, or maybe you liked their career, what they did, maybe they had good resources. It's like maybe you should have placed people in their proper positions or categories more in the past. So I feel like now moving forward, you're not slipping when it comes to that. If someone gives you friend vibes, you're going to keep them in the friend zone. If someone gives you like business partner, like you feel like you can work with this person, you love their drive and motivation, I'm getting like you're going to actually work with this person. So you're able to see things differently, okay? Somebody's eyes has cleared up, or somebody has got their ass some glasses or some good ass contacts, because now you're able to see people's soul, okay? Now your spiritual eyes is twinkling. Obviously, you don't need glasses or contacts. It was just a joke for spiritual eyes. But it's something how like you can see better now. You can tell, okay, who's a friend, who's a lover, who's a work partner, who's an associate. You know what I'm saying? Who's like family, you know? It's like you're able to really see where people go. I'm getting like a lot of people in the past could have like, what is that word called? Bamboozled you, whatever. And you didn't have a chance to really, you didn't have a chance to really look at people properly, because people like bamboozled you into, or bamboozled themselves into certain categories in your life. So like, say if somebody was just supposed to be an associate, but it's like they have this energy where they're coming in very hasty and, you know, trying to hurry up and put themselves in that front position, you know, and then later down the line, you notice that they're not supposed to be a friend. They're just an associate, or someone bamboozling their way in to be your lover, but they should have just stayed as a friend. This time around, you're not letting nobody bamboozle nothing. You're stopping them at the gates. You're like, hold on, slow your roll. I don't even know you like that. Hold on, player. I don't even know. It's like you're very much more confident, because you're not just taking people for what they say that they are. You're actually going to tell people what they are. You're not just listening to what people say. You're actually watching them so that you can tell them exactly who they are or who they could be in your life. This is confidence, because I'm feeling like you didn't have the confidence in the past to really stand on business and really trust yourself and place people where they belong. You used to just let people place themselves wherever they wanted to place themselves in your life sometimes. And that will get you to having friends that you never even wanted to be friends with, or you're in relationships or connections with people that you really ain't even, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like forced. But now I'm getting like you are really taking charge of your life, especially this part of your life, when it comes to connections and relationships with people. and you're really vetting things properly to make sure that everybody is in their rightful position. If you're just an associate, you're going to stay an associate. If we really don't have things that are similar, that's in common, there's no way we can be friends. How can you be friends with somebody y'all don't even agree on the same shit? Y'all don't have nothing in common. Just keep them as an associate. The problem is you were befriending people that y'all don't have nothing in common when they should have just stayed associates. So someone here, whoever this message is for, you are learning how to get and keep people in their rightful positions. You're not letting nobody bully you into thinking that they belong somewhere that they don't. You're taking control and the power back over your life. Because you could have had a lot of people just force themselves into your circle, into your life in the past. Maybe you didn't even realize that you didn't have control how you should have had control. But this time you have full control. You have taken your power back. And you're not letting people just come in and say, oh, you're my boyfriend just because they said that they're your boyfriend. No. Actions. You're not going to give somebody that title unless they are doing what you need a boyfriend to do. You're not just because they want to be your boyfriend, or not just because they want to be your girlfriend, or not because they just want to be your friend. You have to really be acting like a friend, doing as a friend for me to place you as my friend. I'm getting like you had a lot of people in your past who were associates, who wasn't really showing up in a way. It wasn't reciprocated. And they wanted to be called a friend by you. They wanted you to consider them a sister, a brother, a friend. You could have been somebody you called everybody your sister and your brother. And everybody, they loved that shit. Because they felt like they were closer than you than other people. And they had benefits and all of this. And they know that they didn't even deserve it. Some of these people know that they did not even deserve the things that you were giving to them. Okay, hold on. Make sure y'all drinking y'all water and minding y'all business today. All right. But somebody here, you're taking back control over your life. Maybe a lot of issues could have happened because of your social life or your friend groups or your relationships, that you invested in. And this is something that you're really, really working on this time, is to just place people where they actually belong, and don't let nobody bully you into giving them a position that they don't actually deserve, or they haven't actually worked for. People want to be your man or your woman, and you might want someone, you might have certain requirements and things that you want in a partnership and a relationship. Don't change that for this person. No, change the person, because there is somebody that's going to check the list for you. Your right partner is going to check the list. You know what I'm saying? But it's like a lot of people that came in pretending like they were doing what you needed of them. And then later you found out that these people were just pretenders. And they couldn't actually live up to the part. That's like you having a Craigslist ad for a job. And you have all these people just bombarding you into this establishment. Like, hey, I'm your bartender. Hey, excuse me, y'all. I'm your server. I'm your waitress. Hey, I will be the supervisor. Hey, this. And it's like you don't even have a chance to really see their work ethic and see how they work and see really who's a good bartender, who's a good server, who's a good hostess, and we just thinking about a restaurant. It's like people just rushing in, telling you what they are, and you haven't even did a trial. You don't even know what they truly are. You get what I'm saying? And this is how you were operating within your relationships and stuff for a while. People would just come in and tell you, hey, I'm a good friend. Hey, yeah, girl, I did it. And you just believe them and you bring them on. And then they disappoint you in the end because you didn't really vet them properly. You just took their word for it without actually seeing their actions backing it up. So now I'm seeing that God is putting you on a different path this go round. You cannot just let any and everybody come up in your space talking about they this, and that. You need to see the proof. Okay? You ain't finna just be having somebody that's coming in to be your business partner and you don't know their work ethic, they a snob and all this. No, bitch. You need to see the proof before you sign your life over. Before you lay with somebody, you need to know who this person is, who they've been dealing with, what's their background, all of that. You don't just take their word from it. You don't just take their word for it. Talk about, oh, I've been tested. I get tested. No, bitch, let me see the results. Can I see the sheet? Can I see your lab corp? Can I see your mind charts? You know, it's something about how you're handling or going about things differently just to make sure that you have the right people. Because back then, you could have been bringing people in or just trusting people, and then they couldn't back it up. Then you realize that they couldn't actually back it up. So now you're going about things a lot smarter, because I feel like you were the only one that was tricked in the situation back then. These people knew they wasn't shit, but they was able to trick you into believing that they were. So I feel like you were the only person that was tricked in this situation. And if you're not around these people, or you done got rid of these people, they ain't surprised. They knew that they never belonged there anyway. One thing about it, sometimes people don't put up a fight to stay nowhere because they know that they don't belong there. They know that they overstayed. Okay? So these are people that's going to willingly leave because they know they don't even belong there anyway. If somebody knows that they haven't been treating you right or being a good friend, sometimes they would just willingly leave or let you just cut them off. So don't worry about that, because I'm not getting like you're going to have any problems or issues with discarding these people, because these people know that they never even deserved the position. That's like you saying that you're a bartender, but you never went to bartender school. You don't even know how to make a margarita. And then your boss come and fires you. You cannot even be upset because you don't even know basic drinks. You cannot make a margarita. You cannot make a martini. You cannot make a Manhattan. So why would you even be shocked that somebody is firing you? You get what I'm saying? So don't be shocked, or don't be worried about letting these people go, because maybe you're still in the process of letting things go. These people are going to understand why you're letting them go. Don't even argue with them. Save your breath. Motherfuckers know they ain't been living up to the job. You breaking up with that person, they ain't been living up to the job. They know why. These people be knowing why. All right? But I'm going to end this right here. I love you all, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Bye.